All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Come to the Couch. As you can see, we're by ourselves today. This is going to be my first solo show. And honestly, when I was like coming to prep with this, I was like, what am I going to do? So I went to Instagram and I was like, please ask me questions. Please ask me questions. And so what we're going to be doing today is just answering questions that were asked. Maybe I'll like ramble on about a bunch of different other things. But I have a good amount of questions and I talk a lot, so get ready. This is gonna be like a mix of a lot of stuff, so I'm kind of excited. And yeah, I'm so happy that you guys have been enjoying these past two episodes. The last one with Jessica was like really funny, and I since then I have my Instagram up. I post little clips here and there. I also post on like TikTok every like a couple days after like I actually like go on live. If you don't have Spotify, we are on YouTube. It's like my name, Camila Trevino, comes to the couch. But yeah, but anyways, we're gonna get into it. And I'm excited because I get to do this. Like, you guys, I just love I love this actually. Like it actually brings me joy to film this. So we're gonna get started. And the first question, is what's your favorite high school? Oh, sorry. What's your favorite high school or college memory? With high school, I would say, um, like literally like anything when I was with my friends, like with Kylie, Katya, and Jessica, like anytime I hung out with them was like really fun. But what always comes to mind when I like talk about high school is our senior year, we threw a prom party at Jessica's sister's house, because she had a large backyard, and we threw this like prom-esque party because we weren't sure that we were gonna have a prom, because like COVID and all of that. And yeah, so when wait, did I actually like start this? Hold on. I want to make sure that I'm not just like talking to myself. Okay, yeah, it's on. Uh, I like forget that this shit is on sometimes. Uh, um, so we threw a party at Jessica's sister's house because we were gonna have a prom ourselves, like that my high school was gonna host, and literally like everyone got drunk by like 9 p.m. Everyone was drunk. People were throwing up. People were being carried into the house. Like that shit was so much fun and it was so funny. But like, there's like so much lore behind that whole thing. Like that whole party like brought so much like literally it was just like a mess. It was just a mess. It was a mess. I actually had my first kiss there. It was not fun. It was not fucking fun, you guys. He blocked me afterwards. Oh my god, that's a whole other story for like another day. But like, yeah. But that, and I'm trying to think, cause that prom party was like fun, but then like I would say whenever Kylie started driving, especially like our junior and senior year, like when like the three of us, four of us would like go and like do things. I remember there was one time we were leaving school. I think it was like a Friday, and the freeway was stopped. Why did Jessica get out of Kylie's car? And like she's I don't know what she was doing outside of the car. And then the like the freeway started moving, like not the freeway, the traffic started moving, and she had to like jump back in. It was a mess. It was a literal mess. But that or like going to work and like our freaking bus rides to work were always like funny sometimes. Oh my gosh. I just thought about it. I just thought about it. Like this isn't even like a funny memory or my favorite one, but there was like this like one fight our sophomore year of high school, and that shit was crazy. Like there's like school fights that happen, but for us like there were like never any fights. And I remember like the priest the priest couldn't break it up because I think either that same week another fight had broke out in his class and he got hit. So like he didn't want to get involved in another fight, and that shit was so fucking funny because like that poor man was like, please stop, please stop. They weren't stopping. No one was stopping. No. Hold on. I need like a sip of my coffee before I talk about my favorite college memory. This is a funfetti coffee that I made myself. This is like big. Like, mm. It's actually really freaking good. I'm really happy I made that because I haven't had coffee in a minute. Anyways, now that was like high school. College, literally any Thursday night, any home bar night, like in the spring slash like late fall, like any home bar Thursday was so much fun with Journey and all of our friends. Um, because this was this was like the what is the word? This was the rundown of every Thursday. So like first of all, we gotta confirm if the function is being had because some home bar Thursdays were like actually fun and some of them were like kind of dead. Like you just didn't know. So by like Monday, literally like the start of the week, you were asking people like, "Hey, like what's the move like home bar on Thursday?" And some people were like, "Yeah, like da 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 da, like we're going, like it's supposed to be really fun." Other people were like, "Oh, like we're probably gonna go do this and that." And I was like, "Okay, you have to like you have to like coordinate with everyone to see who's going and who's not." But most of the time when we went, everyone we knew was there, and we were always having a blast. There was maybe like two instances that we went and it was kind of like and we like left early, whatever. But I remember like Journey and I on Thursdays we would get ready. No. We would go to class, and I think our classes like ended around the same time, which was like around like 4 or 5 ish, or she would either be in like a meeting or something. Anyways, we would get together, go to the dining hall, eat an early dinner. I like always tried not to eat anything like super heavy because I know I was gonna like look bloated. Sorry, like it's the SMU like effect. Like I don't want to look big. Like oh my god, that sounds like evil. But I just didn't want to feel like really puffy, like really just like bloated. Anyways, besides the point, eat, eat. That's important. Eat. Don't worry about like going out. Just like eat. Anyways, but for me at that time, I was like I would eat and then I would just like we would like walk around. We'd walk back to the dorm, grab our IDs and our cards, and we would walk going back towards the dining hall because across the street from it was a 7-Eleven. And we would go to the 7-Eleven, get two Four Locos, at least two or three Buzz Balls, and that was like pretty much it. And then we would go back to our dorm, start getting ready. There were instances when we couldn't make it to 7-Eleven, or when if a function like a pregame was being had, like we would go and like get more liquor to take to the like to whatever like apartment or dorm we were like gonna be at. So there were some times where like we were like low key running late because we were going to the liquor store and we still had to come back and get ready. But after coming back, we would start getting ready, and it was always a function. Like it was always fun. Like music was being played. Like we would have the TV on with a Spotify playlist, and a couple times like Erica would come by and Erica would like sit with us or help us with our hair or do whatever, or she would come out with us. And it was always fun when Erica would come out with us because she like hardly ever did. Um, but then by like if we were going to someone's like pregame, we would try to leave the room by like 9:15, 9:30, because most of the time the pregames were hosted at Thomas House, which are like the university like apartments. So we would have to fucking trek. And sometimes we were drunk. I remember this one time we were like already like drunk and we had to like go all the way to fucking Thomas House, and it was such a hassle because like we were wearing heels and shit. Oh my god. But you go to Thomas House pregame, and then y'all order y'all's Ubers or y'all's Fetties, and you would go to home bar, and there would always be a fucking line, and people were always like skipping or bribing the people, or like this just like being dumb, and the security guards would not play. The home bar security guards do not play. When the police officers are out there and they tell you like, hey, like get to the back of the line, and you want to argue with them, boy, you are not going inside. You are not going inside. And there was like two doors to get into home bar. Like the one where like everyone was in line, and there was like another one that was like technically like the exit, but some people who were like friendly with the people there and like would we'll talk about it right now, who would pay like $20 or $30 to like skip everyone, like would go through that door. But also, you guys, the entry to home bar is $5, and like everyone knew they were gonna get in. Everyone was in by the night. Like everyone was inside. So the fact that there's like kids out there like spending like at least like $90 a week just to go to home bar, like for their group or whatever, just to get inside, it's like crazy to me. Because that's like $90 you can save on drinks. Anyways, but we would go to home bar and we would be there, and sometimes we would be drunk. Other times we would go and talk. It was always fun when you were like bumping into like a friend that you didn't realize was gonna be there, because then you get to start talking and da 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 da. And I remember, okay, okay, this is a great home bar story. See how I said like I'm just gonna be rambling on because of these questions. Like that's what's going on. So this one home bar we went, and ugh, like I was like low key like set up on a date. Not really. Like no, I wasn't. Was I? Thinking about it now, like I really wasn't. But this guy, like it was like a group of guys from like a mutual friend, like whatever. Like anyways, it was like a group of us, and we were all going out to home bar. And like the guy that I was like with, I was like just like not vibing with him. Like he was not my vibe. And when we literally got to home bar, everyone kind of was like either together in the group or like doing like their own thing. But I was with like Erica most of the night, and I was like, Erica, like please don't leave me. Like I really don't like the guy. Like I don't vibe with him. Like just like please don't leave me. Like I'm probably not gonna talk to anyone, so we'll just like leave like early or whatever. Like it doesn't really matter. Little did I fucking know. So we go to the bar, and she orders a drink, and I ordered like a beer, a Corona. And we're like there, like waiting for our drinks, and then this guy comes and stands next to me. And like I was like low key eyeing him because he's like this like white boy. And at the time, like my taste for white men was just not there. Like I wasn't really fucking with the caucus race. Like I think like that's okay to say the Caucasian race. Like I wasn't like fucking with it. Like it was just not my cup of tea. It was not. And so Erica, I like to look at Erica, and I was like, hey, like there's like this cute white guy, because like my girl Erica, like she thinks white guys are cute. So I was like trying to hook her up, and she was like, no, 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 no. And I was like, okay, whatever. But then I looked at him again, and I was like, wait, like you are kind of cute. Like hold on, like what is this? Like bro, like the Caucasian man is trying to get me. Um, and so I stayed at the bar with Erica for a bit, and I tried to make conversation with him because there was like some like game playing. I was trying to like act like mysterious and like cool and just like like that. And then I like said something to him, and he kind of like mumbled something back, and I like looked at Erica, and I was like, you know what, like whatever. So we walked back to our group, and I was like telling them what happened, and then I was like, guys, were like low key, like I kind of think he's cute. Like, should I go and try again? And they were like, yeah, like go do it before he leaves, because he was just like standing there by himself at the bar. And I think there was like a frat function that night there. It was either being held at home bar or was somewhere else, but that boy ended up at home bar. And so because he was like wearing like a suit, and like usually like the frat guys like wear their suits if they're having like a function or like a formal or whatever. And I go up to him, and I stand next to him, and I'm like, I asked like the bartender for like more lemons for my beer. And as I'm standing next to him, like I kind of just like like look to the side. I'm just like, oh, I'm so fucking mysterious. Like you don't even fucking know me. Like shut up. And I like said something. By the end of it, I had him wrapped like that. Like he had his like arm around me, and like I could hear my friends like behind me, but they weren't like super close to me. And we were just like talking, literally like no sort of like kissing or anything at the bar. And then he like looks at me, and he's like, oh, I have to go like find my friends because I think we're gonna leave soon. Mind you, he was also like drunk. So I was like, okay, whatever. So like we kind of like just go our separate ways. He goes, oh, he wanted to buy me a drink too. And I was like, nah. Like honestly, like I should have gotten a drink, but I didn't want to. So he goes to find his friends, and I go back to my group, and they're like, what happened? And I was just like talking to them about it. And then all of a sudden, like I'm talking to my friends, and I like peek behind someone's head, and he's standing right there like staring at us. And I like go up to him and I'm like, hey, like what's going on? He's like, I can't find my friends. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, we'll call you like an Uber. Like, I'll take you outside. Like, we can go find one. He's like, okay. He was drunk. Like, he was drunk. So we go out. We're like walking out. I told the bouncer, I'm like, hey, I'm coming back. I'm just gonna like help him with like an Uber. And he was like, okay. So I walk out, and like we're kind of like flirty at this point. Like, he's holding me, I'm holding him, yada yada yada. And we're like standing in front of like the cause usually like if people order Ubers, like they're already like stationed outside a home bar, or like if people need a ride, like there will be like cars already ready there. Um, and so we're like standing in front of the Ubers, and I'm like, pull out your phone. I'm like, well, like let's get you an Uber. And he like, this idiot, like he freaking ordered the Uber to like the wrong location. Like he sent it to like I guess a restaurant that he was at previously before he got to home bar. And so I was like, wait, like no, like that's sort of like the wrong one. And at this point, like I have his phone. I'm like this. He has his arms around my waist, and I was like fuck. And so I order his Uber, and he lived at, oh, fuck, what are they called? There are these like apartments that are like right by campus that are really nice, and like everyone who like kind of has like money like lives there because they're like really good, like they're really like nice apartments. I've gone there once for like a party. Um, but he like lived there. But like by this point, guys, like we were already making out. Like we started making out. Like we started making out in front of all the cars, and that shit was like crazy. Cause I could see all the drivers like staring at us, and I was like, fuck, like we gotta get out of the way because we were like in it, like we were making out. Oh my god, my sister's probably gonna listen to this. Like, fuck, she's gonna be like, this bitch. But it's like, hey, like I'm single, I'm having fun. It's college. I'm not like out here doing drugs or anything. Like I wasn't. Like I never did drugs. Like nothing, any of that. I like puffed a cigarette like here and there. That was literally like it. Never done drugs or smoked weed. Nothing. Anyways, so we like moved to the side. We're making out. We're like, hey, like I was like, hey. And so I ordered the Uber back to my dorm. And at this point, Journey wasn't 21 yet, so she was still in the room and like asleep. So like I knew that like, I couldn't take him into the room even if we were gonna hook up. Like that was just not gonna happen. But low key, I was like, if I go to his apartment, like what if something happens? So I was like smart, and oh, East Line, that's what they're called. He lives on East Line. I was like, if I go to East Line, like what if something happens? Like I'd rather be safe than sorry and go back to my place and just like be outside the building and like kissing whatever. So we go back to my dorm, and sure enough, like Journey's asleep. Like I don't even go in there, but we sit outside and we're just like making out in front of the chapel, in front of Perkins Chapel. Like oh my god, like you guys, like it was like so embarrassing because there was literally like people walking by. But then the girl's mind always fucking works because there's a good thing I didn't go with him because when we started like making out, he like low key like was trying to like just he was just being like really like a little frisky, and I was like, whoa, if you wanted to fuck someone, you should have got another bitch because it ain't me. It ain't gonna be me. And he like apologized. Whatever. There was like people walking by, so I was like, low key, I was like, let's go behind. I was like, let's go behind the chapel. So we like literally went behind the chapel and we're just like making out. And that was like literally it. But then we like left because there was like a bunch of mosquitoes and I was getting bit. And I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. And I opened his phone again to get his Uber so he can go home. And so I order him his Uber. It gets here. And as I'm walking him outside, like this man opens the car door and expects me to get in. I said, no, like you're going home. Like this is it. Like you're going to go home. And he was like, okay. And he was like already drunk. Like, guys, this man was like out of it. So I don't know how the fuck he got into his apartment, like into the building, any of that. But I had his like phone number, and I think that I texted him the next day, and he just like apologized. He was like, I'm so sorry that I was like super drunk. And I was like, it's okay. You trying to hook up again? Like, hey, like literally, like guys, like the hookup culture in college, like I was not having sex with anyone. So like a little makeout session here and there was like all I really wanted to do. Like I wasn't trying to like get with anyone. This was, yeah, yeah. I and like most of the guys there, like they want to fuck, and I was like, I'm not fucking y'all because I know y'all be having sex like every other day or like every other weekend. Like I'm just not doing that. Like no, like I'm gonna be having sex if I'm in a relationship. Like sorry, like we're not doing this. So, anyways, that was like pretty much it. That was literally it, and I don't think I ever saw him again. He should be graduating this semester as well, but I never saw him again. We have mutuals, and that's like pretty much it. Yeah, yeah. That was actually like a really fun night, actually. Well, I'll tell you right now why. Mm, my friends, so I had left, and they had stayed at home bar, and they like went to go and like find or like get McDonald's. By the time the guy was like leaving, I think they were like getting back to my dorm because Erica lived there, and like everyone like that was just like the hub, so everyone like came back to the dorm. And they were like, "What happened?" And I was just like telling them, and they were like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Yeah," but they were like all really scared because they like saw my location back at like on campus, but they couldn't find where I was. At this point, I was like making out behind the chapel. By this point, we were already like getting frisky behind the chapel, and yeah. Yup. That was like actually so much fun. Like I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I fucking did that. That was like, and that's not even like crazy. I feel like to be in college, like that's just, yeah, yeah. Ugh. But then like also like sometimes when we would go to home bar, like girls were like fucking rude. There was like this one bitch that I knew, and she literally like told like a group of us because like the line to get into the girls' bathroom like was just so long, and she literally said like fuck you. She was like fuck you like no because we were like don't skip us, and this bitch fucking skipped us. Fuck that bitch. Anyways, next question. What was the moment you realized you were confident about your career path? Right now, I don't even know what my career path is. But I'm gonna like kind of change this question like when did I realize like what I actually wanted to do with like my life? Cuz I know I'm a creative person. I love the socials, I love podcasting, video editing, I love all of that. And I feel like I knew all of this when I was in community college, truly, because I was interning for the social media team for the fashion department there. And I was like, wait, I really like this. And little by little, I was like, I kind of want to have a career in like the fashion industry or in media, doing something regarding like any sort of like video editing, filming, whatever. So I would say like then, because when I got to SMU, that's when I got into like more of my classes that dealt with like things like this. And yeah, I I would say that I was maybe like 20 or 19 when I realized like this is what I wanted to do. Um so yeah, and this actually kind of goes into the next question. What made you choose your major? So, backstory, I wanted to apply to FIT in New York, but with with like the classes that I had taken here in Houston, they weren't going to be transferable. So I was like low-key crashing out, and I was like, okay, like I won't go to FIT. I want to find like a school that has like any sort of like fashion something because I really wanted to like break into like the fashion industry. Like I love the fashion industry. I think it's so cool. Clothes are cool. Clothes are fun. It's important. It's like one of the most like ever changing like there's so much like money in this like industry, and it's like fashion, clothes, things like they all connect us. And so like I knew I wanted to be a part of it. Um but I decided I picked this like major because SMU, when I looked at schools in Texas, I realized that SMU was like one of the few that had fashion media, not like fashion marketing, not any of that, fashion media as a major. Other universities, from what I've heard, like have it as like a minor or like a class or whatever, but SMU is the only one that has fashion media as the major. And at SMU, the fashion media program falls under the journalism umbrella. So most of my classes were journalism classes, and I had like a handful of fashion based classes like fashion history, fashion marketing, intro to fashion, fashion journalism. So you're like learning about the industry, and then you take your capstone class, which is fashion journalism, and you kind of like start practicing their like writing, like how to write as a fashion journalist. You kind of work on a couple articles, but before you do all of that, you're also taking journalism classes. So if at any point you kind of like realize like maybe you don't want to do fashion, you want to just like focus more on journalism, you can do that. Looking back at it now, I could have majored in journalism as well, but there was classes that I like low key didn't want to take and professors I didn't want to have. Um, so I stuck with fashion media and I minored in photography and advertising. I wish I would have also done like CCPA, but I didn't, and that's totally okay. But yeah, I loved my program. I loved my classes. I really enjoyed my professors. And I think it was like really, really cool that I got to major in something that I really wanted to do. And that not only were my some of my classes like fashion, but I got to like have audio and video and media law and like all of that. Things that I really think I didn't want like I thought I wasn't gonna enjoy. Like my media law class, I think that's what it was called. That one was probably like one of my favorite classes. Before that class had started that semester, I was low key like panicking because our professors like changed after like 2 weeks. And the first professor we had, she kind of like seemed like really intense. And I was like, fuck, like I'm not passing this shit. And then we had Tony Peterson, and he was amazing. One of our studios is named after him, and he was awesome. I loved his class. I loved learning from him. It was the freaking best. Like I really really enjoyed that class, and like Loki, like if if I wanted to go to law school to do like work in media, I would do it, but I'm not interested in that. My sister's going to be a lawyer, so she can have fun with that. But yeah, that's why I chose my major, because I love fashion. And also like when I was in high school, I was so dumb. Like I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like a marine biologist because I love animals. I love nature. I really do. And I wanted to go and study them and da 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 da. Now looking back at it, like girl, you were gonna fail. You and science don't click. Y'all are like oil and water. Just y'all separate. Anyways, yeah, that's why I chose fashion media, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I love my major. I Yeah, I feel like so lucky that that's like what I got to do. And my mom was very supportive because some parents like, will tell you like fashion media, like what are you gonna do with that? And it's like, what can't I do with that? Like literally, like I'll bust into like the industry. I just gotta work hard, obviously. Fourth question: thoughts on Harry's new album? Ooh. So you guys, when the album came out, I low key, I not that I wasn't rocking with it, but it just like it, uh, it took me a minute to like get into it. Like I now that like a month or so has passed, I've been like really into it. I've been listening to it, but I feel like it's so emotional. Like some of these like songs, I'm like fuck, like bro, like I'm already going through it. Like I don't need to be hearing like any more of this depressing shit right now. And I low key want to dance. Like where the fuck are the beats? Like where are the beats? Like I want to get my dancing shoes on. Like let me tap in this hoe. Like for real. But I think it's like really good. Honestly, like I really enjoyed it, and or I really enjoy it. Um, it's fun and it's fresh, and I feel like he's having more fun. Like the lyrics kind of don't make sense sometimes, but I think that's what makes it like fun because you're like, boy, what the hell are you saying? But then when you go back and listen to it again, when you go back to listen to it the first time, you're not gonna get it. After the second, third, you're gonna get it. um, but I literally told my friends, I was like, you guys, after the first time, you're gonna have to like listen to it again because it's not gonna hit. And I feel like this was like an album that you have to like listen to, not on your phone, not with headphones on, but like on the speaker, in your car. Like these are songs that need to be like played. And I feel like it's not so much of like a dancing album, it's like a you have to like play this out loud, like so people can all like come together and enjoy it. That's what it makes me feel. Like it's like I Sometimes I catch myself swaying. Trust. Hey, I'd be like, hey. But I feel like it's like an album that like really brings people together and like it's so like when I think about it, I think about so many like movies from like 2016, like fucking John Green. Like I think about like The Fault in Our Stars and like Paper Towns. I think about like movies like that and just like this like freshness and funness to it where it feels like life will be okay. Like that's what the album makes me feel like things will be okay and it's just very nostalgic for me. I don't know how to describe it. Like it just feels like very comforting, like something that like brings people together, like how those like movies did like back in 2016 or 2015, whenever the fuck they came out. Anyways, this leads us to the next question, which is rank Harry's discography. And when I was looking at these questions earlier, guys, I was like I low key already know how I'm gonna rank this because what he has like 4 albums out, yeah. So let me let me look at them real quick. If you've never listened to Harry Styles, like get the fuck out of my face. Like you're actually like crazy because he's an amazing artist, and it pisses me off when people are like, "Ew, like Harry Styles, like One Direction." Da, da, da." Like, no, you idiot. Like his music is really good. If you if you actually like want to listen to something new, if you've never listened to Harry before, just try it out, dude. Like it's really good. Um, it's his music it's not like One Direction. Like One Direction is it though. Like I fucking love them. But Harry really is doing his like own thing and he's rocking it. Like he's awesome. So, his first album is called Harry Styles and then we have Fine Line and then Harry's House and then Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. So, my first one, I'm like looking at the albums right now. Low key, my first one would be Harry's House. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Harry's House, okay? And then I would say Harry Styles, his first album. And then Fine Line, and then Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. So that would be my rank. Harry's House, Harry Styles, Fine Line, yeah. And yeah, I feel like I really enjoyed Harry's House a lot. Like I played it a lot and it was just really good for me. Like when that album came out and I got to listen to it like live in Austin like what 3 4 years ago, it was like the best. I hadn't seen Harry Styles since like he was like in One Direction and I had seen them like maybe like in 2010, I think. I've been fortunate to see him twice, and I'm seeing him again this summer in London, which is fucking crazy. I'm so excited. Um, but yeah, and I love him. I think he's a really cool artist. He he's so fun, and I feel like he is truly like a down to earth guy. Me like if I know him, like me over here, like oh yeah, my friend Harry, like no, but you guys honestly, I enjoy his music. I don't think I would go crazy though if I saw him. Like TBH. Like I would just be like, "Oh my god, like I'm a really big fan. Like you're really cool." I don't even think I would ask for like a photo or anything. I would just be like, "Props to you. Like keep doing your shit." Like if I'm being fucking honest. Like if you were to come in here right now, maybe I would get like nervous and be like, "Oh my god, like your Harry Styles." But then I'd be like, "Nah," cuz I don't have a crush on him. He's on like my celebrity crush, like no offense. I honestly feel like we would be friends. And I think he's an Aquarius. Like I have some of my friends are Aquariuses. Like I think we would be friends. I think it would be cool. Um, yeah, I think he's awesome. I love him. So, oh, hold on. Like I had to take a sip of my coffee. Like it's actually good, guys. And I put sprinkles in it. That's why I'm chewing sometimes. Mm. Also, let me make sure this is still recording. It is. Perfect. Okay. Dream vacation. Hold on, I got a sprinkle in my mouth. Mm, I like this question because it's not like what's your favorite place that you want to visit? Because I've already done that. My dream vacation, oh, because you guys, sometimes like most of my vacations are with my family and we're always doing something. Like we can never just like relax and sit. So my dream vacation would probably like be somewhere on the beach. Truly. Just um like a nice beach that isn't too touristy. Like if I had all the money in the world, I would go with my family and my friends and we would go to the beach somewhere really like really pretty and just like relax and chill and have great dinners and go on excursions. But sometimes I'm like, whenever we go on vacations, I'm like, guys, like, do we have to like, be walking around 24/7? Like, fuck. Like, I already know when we go to like Europe this summer, I'm gonna be fighting with my sister because I'm gonna be like, bro, chill the fuck out, like, chill out. Um, but yeah, maybe like somewhere like I would love to go to like to Thailand or to Bali. Um, yeah, my dream place to visit would be Scotland though. I want to go to Scotland so bad. Like or Ireland. The way like men feel about Japan is the way I feel about like Scotland and Ireland. Like I just want to go up there and like visit and I feel like it would be so pretty. But also like where my friends are because I have a friend who lives in Australia and I would love to visit her. Shout out to June. June, I miss you and I want to go visit you. I just don't have the funds right now, but she lives in Australia and I feel like that'd be so cool to go and visit. And oh, there's a beach. Perfect. We can relax and chill and have fun. Um, or to Hawaii. My other friend lives there right now. Tati, like I wish I could go visit you. Another beach. See? You see the theme that I'm getting here, like the beach theme, like yeah. So wherever I get to go and like see my friends who are just like not here right now, um, and I really would love to go to like Brazil. I think I would love to go to Brazil, and go to the beach, da 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 da. But this actually leads to my next question, which is favorite hobbies, because in Brazil, like the jujitsu culture is like really big. If you don't know, I do jujitsu. Well, you don't know because you're like this is probably like your first time listening to me. I do jujitsu. I've been doing it since I was like 14. I'm 22 now, so that's a couple years. Um, but that's like what I mainly like do as like as a hobby. And it's also like a workout. It's a great workout. I at the moment I only train like twice a week because other times I'll go to like the gym or I go running because that when I started like training back when I was like 14, it was like a lot and I would be training Monday through Thursday like while I was like in high school during the summer, like there was like never a break, and so I was like getting really burnt out, and so I stopped going for like 4 years, which was the best thing I could have done for myself because if I would have kept going, I probably would have quit. I would have quit. I would have been like, fuck this. Like I'm not even enjoying it anymore. It's becoming sorry, I had to burp. It's becoming like a chore. Like that's what it felt like when I was like going by my senior year of high school. My mom like cut the plug and she was like, "You're not going anymore. Like you haven't even been going. Da 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 da. And I'm not going to be spending money on this, so you're not going." And I was like really sad. But then it kind of like did me good. And now I'm back and I'm training with all my people, and I miss them, and it's really fun. So yeah, I also love to cook. I love to cook. I'm not like the most amazing chef, but I have a really good hand. Um, I I love cooking for my family, especially or for myself. Like I'm cooking dinner tonight, and it's gonna be super simple, just like salmon and veggies, and yeah. But I can throw down in the kitchen, beat Bobby Flay, beat Camila Trevino. Like yeah, like I love to cook. I love food. I'm a big foodie. What else? I love photography. I love taking photos. I love documenting everything. I love having my video camera out and whatnot. Let me think. What else do I love to do? It would be those things. It'd be jujitsu, cooking, photography, and What else? Um, that's like pretty much it. I don't know, like this is like a dating question. Like, what do you like about like what do you like to do? I'm like sleep. I like being in my bed. And I love getting into a good show. Like, give me a good show. Like, you guys, I just finished I Love LA and I had not seen it. And I like heard about it when it was coming out, but I was like, fuck that. But it's so fucking funny and it's so good. And I literally watched the last three episodes with my sister and she really enjoyed it too. So also like a good show. Next question. Finding yourself. Ooh. This is actually like really good. That's a really good question because I don't feel like I found myself until maybe freshman year of college. Uh, Like, I feel like I've always had a personality. Like, I've always known who I was. But, you know, when you are growing up, like, you really don't know who you are. Like, you're kind of like changing and evolving as a person and growing. And so I feel like when you get into college, it's like the first time you're treating yourself as an adult. Like you're not a kid anymore. Like you're by this time you're like 19, 20. Like you are grown up and if you like move out of the state or move different cities to go to school, it's like you're taking care of yourself. And so obviously like I stayed here and like went to community college, but even then I was I was changing. Like I was growing up. I got a job. I was being a full-time student. I had a job. I would come home and I would cook and I would clean and I would take care of myself and my family and yeah, like I just like started acting like a grown up. And I love acting like a grown up. Like I love to do all this shit. Like I truly do. Like I feel like it's like allowed me to realize that like whenever I move out and I'm on my own and I'm doing my own thing, I can like do it. I'm not scared. It's not scary. But I feel like I've also found myself because of my friends. Having a great group of friends, like the ones that I have, has allowed me to really be vulnerable with myself and open up to even my own self about my thoughts and my feelings and having people that I can just like come out to and like vent to about whatever it is. It's so nice. Um because I feel like that also like allows you to grow and to have things like said out loud without you constantly like thinking about them like in your head. And I'm so grateful for the friends that I have. I like it makes me emotional thinking about the friends that I've been lucky to have and that I have in my life because like if I'm being honest with you guys, like I didn't have friends until middle school. From like pre-K to 5th grade, I didn't have any friends. Like I knew I had like my friends in my classes, but I was never hanging out with anyone. I was never going to like Becky's birthday party or like a sleepover at Sam's place. Like, no, like I don't even know these people. I'm making this up. But like when I got to middle school and I met my friends there, and these are the girls that I'm still friends with, which is Julieta, Rachel, Kylie, and Tati. When I met these four girls in middle school, I didn't know like how great of a friendship I was gonna be having with them. And these are the girls that I'm still friends with that I talk to like every other week. We have our group chat that like goes off like when something major happens. And these are also the women that I don't need to like constantly be talking to. Like if I'm being honest, like friendships like that where you don't have to like keep communication going on to know that you're like real true friends is like the best part. And it's like we've never had to like prove to each other that we're like friends to each other. Like it's just always been established and I am so grateful for them. Like these are the women that I know I'm going to like grow up with and grow old with. Same thing with my friends from high school like Jessica. Same thing with my friends from college like Journey and Erica and Caitlin and Lulu and everyone that I've met there. Like these all of these women, you see that? It's like these women that I surround myself with, they're all hard workers. They have goals for themselves. They are kind and pure-hearted people. They are always there for me when I need it. I've never doubted in my mind that I needed to be friends with anyone else because they have shown me like real friendship. And I feel like they've all come into my life when I needed them to, or when I needed to be in their lives. Like I never thought in a million years that I was gonna meet Jessica like going into high school. I never thought that I was gonna meet Journey like my second year at SMU and become like best friends with her, or like Caitlin at work, or Lulu because of the student newspaper. And I feel like it's also for me. I'm not friends with people that that I know I won't vibe with. If I'm being honest, like I'll have friends, but I won't consider them like super close. And there are the people like that I do find close as well, like Lizzie. Shout out Lizzie. She's like the sweetest girl who I met at SMU, and she's like so sweet. Love her. She's like a really good friend too. But there's people that I like that I'm friends with that I'm not like super open with them about my feelings because I just keep like a certain like boundary. Because same thing, I feel like I've had people come in and out of my lives. I've lost a lot of people, and it's just not. I'm not comfortable with like having people just like do that. Um, and so I feel like my friends, these women, I love them to death. Like I would do anything for them. Like I feel so lucky, and I feel like every guy or girl, every person should have friends that make them feel like that make them feel loved, that make them feel appreciated, that make them feel heard and seen, that you have this community of people that you can come to and they'll always support you. And I feel like that has also been like one of the biggest factors of me finding myself because my friends don't sugarcoat shit. Like they're very open with me, and they're not like rude with what they say. They're just like, they're honest with me and they're kind with their words. And it's like something that I really appreciate, um, because, it allows me to see that they want what's best for me and they're not saying it like in a negative way. They're saying it in a positive way that I really appreciate. So I feel like that has been like a lot to deal with, like finding myself. And the person who asked me this is one of my close friends, Sierra, and she's also one of my best friends. Who it's so funny when we first started talking, like it was like this like whole thing because we both thought we didn't like each other, but she's like I feel like the first person who's like also taught me that like you have to at some point you can't be putting yourself first all the time, like or maybe you do, but you have to be considerate of people's feelings and you have to be honest with your own feelings. And it's okay to say that you're not feeling okay. And I feel like that's like something that Sierra taught me. So Sierra, thank you for asking this question, friend. Like I love you so much. Like thank you for always being the nicest, funniest, sweetest friend. Like I love you so much and I hope you listen to this. So yeah. Okay. All right, that was like really sweet of me. Oh, not really sweet of me, but that was just like a really good question. Thanks, Sierra. Okay, next question. If a guy posts selfies on Instagram, is it corny? Give me one second. Give me one second. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I I don't think any man that I follow posts selfies though, if I'm being honest. Listen, if it's a group selfie, fuck it. Hey, like y'all look hot. Hey, okay, boys. Okay, get it. You know? If it's a solo selfie, like if I know this man is trying to like not catfish, but like I don't want to be like a hater though. Like guys, like I swear, like men, I don't hate y'all. Like I don't. Like I really like men are great. Men are awesome. Like at least the guy friends that I'm friends with, which are like two or three of them that I like actually like. Um, I don't think it's corny. Oh my god, wait, because one of my friends, one of my friends, Luis, he be posting selfies when he has like a fresh cut, and I'm like, hey, you look good, boy. Like you look good. And I feel like if it's a friend of mine, if it's a guy friend of mine that posts a selfie, I'm like, hey, like, do your shit, like pop your shit, girl. Like pop that buzz. Like, hey. Like you look good. But if it's just like a man that like I don't know and I'm like, ugh, I kind of like cringes me out. But like yeah, I don't feel like I ever see a man post any selfies besides like some of my guy friends. But I never like get icked out by it. I'm just like, hey, like you look great. I think if they like post it with like a fuck ass song, then that shit is fucking corny. Like why the fuck are you playing like SZA Broken Clocks in the background with your fucking selfie? Like what the fuck do you know about control? Like get the fuck out of my face. Like literally. When a man posts with like a woman's song and like you just know like oh my god, like you just know like they're fucking evil, bro. Like why the fuck are you doing that shit? Get the fuck out of my face. Like you're actually like you know what you're doing. Like you know what you are doing, and the fact that you just like click the add to story, like you're fucking crazy, bro. Like you know the girls are talking shit about you, so why do you do this? Like why do you do this? Oh my god, like that pisses me off. Like when like a bitch posts like with the Janae Aiko song, like guys, like why are y'all doing that? Like why are you posting Sativa like in the background? Like get the fuck out of my face, like please.